live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Talk to Tanji. We're gonna do life together. Hello there again. His oldest friend. And one of the things that she just reminded me of was, if you don't talk to your friend every day, or if you don't get to see them as much as you want to, you've got the foundation already there for your friendship. So I'm thinking about this, right? She's maybe 80 plus. I'm so sorry, Miss K, if that's not your age, but it just brought home so much for me. The word friendship, the word friend, it means I literally am responsible for your happiness, for your joy, the fruit of the spirit, those 9 attributes that I love talking about. But it hit home with me, friendship. And I remember growing up, and I remember my mom saying that, and she, for all of those who don't know, I'm from Columbus, Mississippi, and she has this little country way of saying Pootie. So she said, Pootie, if you have these many on this hand, you've done real good in life. And I didn't understand that, right? I was growing up and I was a cheerleader and I was in the band and everyone liked me. So I thought. But I discovered that my mama was right. Lo and behold, at the age of 14, I'm diagnosed with scoliosis, and it's in the worst way. Either I wear the back brace or I get the surgery. Long story short, I had on a back brace one day. The end of the day, 9th grade, and these girls that I just knew liked me because that's what they told me. I thought we were friends. Said something that was so vile, and it hurt my feelings. So I had a human moment. I guess I thought I was Superwoman with my back brace. And lo and behold, she pushed me, and I went into shock. I hit my head on the brick wall. They called my mama, and blood was everywhere. That's the most vascular place. I'm a medical doctor now. And that's the most vascular place, right? And it's bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. And it took me so many years to heal from, I thought they were my friends. Friendship. There is a commonality to that word, which leads me to introduce an amazing soul. I say amazing because this woman single-handedly has a nonprofit. She has a ministry that tags along with that nonprofit, I'm assuming. Yes. And everybody knows her in her community. She's a leader. How about that? And she's right here from, watch this, Dapadu, Sotibus. Yes. This thick tongue. I am in the beautiful home of Miss Kimberly Findlay with Uncommon Ministry. Yeah?
Yes.
Is that right?
Uncommon girl.
Oh, I love that. Wow. I've got this proverbial question. All right?
Yeah.
How did you get here?
Mm-hmm.
And because I operate from the mind, the will, and the emotions, that soulish part of man, it's always something when you say whatever you're going to say from your soul, your mind, your will, and your emotions. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into this. I just laid the groundwork. That's all. It was a principle. Be right back. it's your girl, Dr. Tanji, and whenever I get ready for a show, I use the Toy Day food. The Toy Day food is a proud sponsor of the Dr. Tanji Show and Talk to Tanji.
You want to avoid traffic? Avoid the stress of finding parking. The answer is the water taxi from Saluna Water Sports by Bay Gardens Beach Resorts to Pigeon Island Jazz Festival for only $50 EC or $20 US round trip per person. Contact us at 721-5098 to book your tickets. Jazz Festival in style.
This is Dr. Tanji. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tanji. We're going to do life together. All right, we're back. You remember me, right? Your friend Tanji. Talk to Tanji Show. I'm in the beautiful home of this amazing woman. I told you that this woman is leading and guiding and living as someone that I know who's Jewish, and he's a big brother of ours. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great.
Yes.
Would you tell us who you are and how you got here?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Okay. I'm Kimberly Findlay.
Kimberly Findlay.
Yes. But my friends call me Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Yes.
See, okay. Now
It's easier to.
You didn't tell me that. I mean, I'm in her office crying. You could have at least said, I can call you Kimmy.
Yes. You can call me Kimmy. It's okay.
Very good. Thank you, Kimmy.
And I am a full-time employee. I'm an administrative secretary.
Okay.
I also am an entrepreneur. So I own 2 small businesses. And I have a women's ministry called Uncommon Girl Ministry. And now we have it as a non-profit called Uncommon Girl Alliance.
Do you hear this? All right. Okay, no, that's not fair. You gave me way too much in that package there. All right, let's break this down.
No problem.
All right. 2 businesses.
Yes.
I start with the businesses. Someone will say, well, why didn't you start with the ministry? Well, I'm a businesswoman too. So I start with what I want to.
Yes.
The businesses. What are they?
The first one, it's called Kismet Blossoms. So I make snack bouquets. So they're formed into this wonderful bouquet with all your snacks. Like those you prefer, it's arranged in that way. And the second business, it's called I'm a Bearer, virtual assistant, and I do social media management.
Hold on, I'm so sorry. He's probably gonna cut this one. I'm about to shout here. I have been looking for an assistant, virtual or in the flesh. I needed someone to carry my vision, but they had to have a vision of their own so they could carry mine. You won't be faithful in mine if you're not faithful in yours. Yeah. You get it?
Yeah.
Oh, and a social media brand manager. Yeah. Honey, my honey's off camera. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a new show. I need the ratings. I need y'all to not turn the TV, but let me just be me, because you don't understand. When I walked on this property, there was a guy in a blue t-shirt named Leo. And he was standing there, and my driver says, are you the guy in the blue t-shirt just standing here? And he says, yes. He says, okay, we're here. Google Map, y'all ain't got nothing on us. Come to the Caribbean. But it felt like I was at home. It felt so good. You remember I told you that? And I almost started crying, right? And I'm thinking about when I was a child, how it made me feel when you went around people that knew how to love, and they were praying people, and they had so much. They had so much. And I asked Leo, what do you want to do? I said, how old are you? And he says he's 14. So I'm just like about to take off flying. It was 14 at 14 where I started speaking things. And this baby said, I said, so what do you want to be when you grow up? He said, oh, I want to own businesses. Many.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. I said, I've got 8. And he said, really? And then he shook my hand because that was solidarity.
Mm-hmm.
At first I had to hug him because I'm from Mississippi. I hug. But when I reached his hand and he touched me, it wasn't that firmness that I know he needs in this society, right?
Yes.
The world. And then I said, no, this is how I need you to do it. Not only did he receive instructions, y'all better hear me, but he didn't grimace. He could have easily said, no, I'll shake your hand the way I want to because I'm used to that. That's what we do in America. Don't want to hear nothing, some of us. But for this baby at 14 years old to know what he wants to do,
yep,
and to receive instruction, do you know what blessing he just caused on his life and everybody that's connected to him?
yes.
See, this show is Talk to Tanji, and we real on this one. Not saying I'm not real on the others, but on this, I get to sit down and have that one-on-one, and I get to peep in the mind of someone who said, I'm going to do this. I don't really have a blueprint, but I'm going to do this. You place your purpose and your potential in the current affairs. You didn't try to go, hear me, you didn't try to go and get a church and say, I'm Reverend Kimberly. And if she did, it was all right. But you came in the marketplace. That's the spirit of a leader. You have the leadership spirit, dear.
Yeah.
And that's not something that you go to school for. That's not something you work for. That's something that's given. It's imparted to you because to whom much is given, much is. Yeah. She like that. So you got these 2 businesses.
Yes.
And they're current affair businesses that people need. I would absolutely love it if someone sent me a bouquet of every
snack you like.
You know, I like Doritos and blue water, the best water on the island. But can you imagine getting that and you're not feeling your best?
Yes.
So why on that one, and I'm going to get to the other one, why would you do something like that?
I wanted to be in the entrepreneurship industry, but with something different and unique and uncommon because, you know, I represent uncommon everywhere that I go. And as soon as I saw it on, I think it was Instagram, I'm seeing somebody's creating these bouquets, but they're made out of snacks. I'm like, we don't have that here. And persons would be amazed at it. And as soon as I began, some persons tried stealing away the idea, but nobody lasted because it was not theirs to have. And
Kimberly.
When the Lord gives you with something, He will always provide you with the doors and the resources to ensure that you go through with it.
Oh, dear God. Did you hear this? I mean, again, a little package, but oh, you come out punching. I absolutely love it because what you did was, in layman's terms, right? For those who may not know what is yours, you followed a set of principles. And the principle was, there's nobody doing it here.
Yeah.
So that's the God idea. You had some kind of strategy because you got to give him something to work with, right? So you write down your vision. Yeah?
Yes.
You wrote the vision, and did you have the money to carry out the vision?
To a certain extent.
Okay.
Yes. But
All
I
right.
started with whatever small that I had.
Ah.
And then it grew. Yes.
But you started.
Yes, I did.
Principle.
Mhm.
See, let me tell you about these principles, right? They work.
Yes.
Whether you are a believer or non-believer, if you believe in the trees, you use these principles, they're going to work.
Yeah.
But the benefit is that we get those benefits loaded daily.
Yeah.
If you're doing it outside of anything, it might be loaded when you get a check.
Yes.
But we wake up to benefits. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put you're gonna put me on the mailing list, and you're gonna I'm gonna order these things from you twice a month, and we're just gonna send them out to people. Yeah?
It doesn't work that way. Not
How
as
does
yet.
it work?
Not as yet.
Okay.
What you would do is that I provide a WhatsApp number.
Okay.
And you order through there. But we have packages. So it's always advertised, and then you just choose from the packages. However, now we're rebranding to make it better. We don't want to just reach persons who are celebrating birthdays or they would like to celebrate their staff, but we like to branch out to hotels, to villas. So we want to put it nicer.
All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. It look like we got to take a break. That gummit. Right after this, we going to go somewhere with that.
Yes.
I never leave home without my lip conditioner and lip scrub from Etoile de Pas. It's perfect for this kind of weather and any activity. I'm Dr. Tanji from the Dr. Tanji Show and Dr. Tanji, and I endorse this product.
You want to avoid traffic? Avoid the stress of finding parking? The answer is the water taxi from Saluna Water Sports by Bay Gardens Beach Resorts to Pigeon Island Jazz Festival for only $50 EC or $20 US round trip per person. Contact us at 721-5098 to book your tickets. Jazz Festival in style.
This is Dr. Tanji. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Dr. Tanji. We're going to do life together. All right, we're back. I'm your girl. No, I'm your friend. How about that? This is Talk to Tanji, and we're literally talking to people who are moving and shaking and doing things in the community that are life-changing, life-affirming, that will open doors for other people that didn't think that they could do it.
Yeah.
I liken you to someone who just dreams in color. Yeah? Is that you?
Yes,
you dream in color?
Definitely.
And you live out loud and you're
Yes.
just happy. Tell me, if you don't mind, right? You finished you were telling me about the business where you are now going to get into hotels and villas. Yeah. Yep. That's a vision. And we don't want to give away too much.
Yes.
All right. Rebranding. A lot of times people that are so attached to, but that's my logo, but that's my brand. If they're so stoic, they don't want to bend. They don't want to change. Change is a principle. How did you know that it was time to change?
It was time to change because I did not want to continue designing for the same target all the time. It didn't allow me to grow. I hope you understand. Like, he didn't
come on,
open
Cam,
the
come
door
on, Cam.
so I could grow.
This my friend. She asked me, did I understand? We speak the same language, of course.
And
your target audience. You were, and for those who literally are thinking and writing notes and saying, I'm going to do it this year. This is my year. Be okay if you have to shift, even if you put money in your brand, your logo, your letterhead, your merchandise. When God orders your steps, they don't always go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sometimes it's 10.
Yes.
Sometimes it's 6. Then sometimes you just gonna keep time.
Yes.
You see? You're being wise enough, okay, to shift when you knew it was time for shifting.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes of your character. That's the kind of character that you see with little people that get it, and then they grow up to be big people that get it. Not only are you an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
But you have something that you didn't wait until you just got enamored with so much business that warehouses are going up before you said, I'm going to give back. Would you speak on, and then we're going to juxtapose a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Okay. Speak on your growing up in Baba. Come on, help me.
Daba.
Come on. Daba.
Salty bus.
Salty bus. Speak on that, because I had never heard of your community. Never. And I've been here a year and a half, and I love going out into the communities. A year and a half ago, almost 2 years, we had a toy drive in 12 communities. It breaks my heart that I didn't know about your community, because coming here was absolutely impeccable. Speak on growing up here, but not taking in and seeing what you saw and not saying, this is my plight in life.
Yeah.
Talk on that, if you will.
Growing up here, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Yeah. As you could see, we're living in a rainforest, and I love that aspect. We used to go on adventures to the river, all this good stuff, play with your friends up on the road, because, you know, that's where everybody meets. We don't have a playing field where you could do recreational activities, but we use the actual road to do so.
No way.
Yes. So that's the fun part. But the downside to it is that with me, I knew what I wanted to become. Since from the age of 12, I knew exactly who I wanted to be. Now, within this community, it is so close-knit that everybody knows everybody, or everybody is related to somebody. And the thing that was disheartening is that persons were so interested in promiscuity, drinking, smoking, partying. Now, I did not want to follow that norm. I wanted to be...
Why didn't you want to? They were having fun.
But it wasn't my kind of fun. Yes. I did not resonate or connect with these kinds of activities. I thought I was like wasting my life, wasting my time. There's so much more out there to do. Why would you want to stay doing something everybody else is doing, right? And I was bullied for that.
But of course, I mean, you're kind of sticking out like a sore thumb here. I mean, who are you to say that you don't want to hang out with us, right?
Yeah.
But you can't be anything. You can't blah, 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 blah. Speak on what people's words, even as children, the effect that can have, and how you were able to say, and you did what you did.
It was tough for me because I thought, again, they were my friends. And why would they want me to do something that I don't want to do? If you're my friend, you're supposed to support me, right? But it wasn't that case. And I felt depressed. I had low self-esteem. It was a whole drama for me for quite a while as a teenager to get out of it. But the amazing thing is that I have a wonderful mom, and she used to speak to me every single day. Kimberly, you know what? You're better than that. You can become who you want to become. Don't worry about them. The Lord will send you the right set of people. Wow. She has the best advice. And I followed through with what she had to give unto me. And that's who I am today.
There you go again. Just when you think you know, right? She does another thing and you're like, what? All right, lady. Mom
Mm-hmm.
instilling, telling you who you are,
Yes.
not necessarily taking into effect that others were outside of your home, right? Saying who you are.
Mm-hmm.
But would you agree? And there's this controversy, and I'll explain. Nature versus nurture. Have you heard that before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Do you believe that it is your nature that literally said, okay, I'm going to do this thing and I'm not doing it. I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah.
Or is it the nurture that says, this is who you are. You may not see it yet, but it is going to happen if you do X, Y, and Z. Is it nature versus nurture for you?
For me, no. I would say both played a part. Yes. You cannot do one without the other. I would say that. So nature would say, okay, you know what? This is what you have to do. This is what you were created to do. But you could go against that if you want, right? Yeah. But nurture, you're bringing what you're taught, the discipline. You're like, okay, this makes perfect sense, right? Yeah. So you have to look at both, analyze it, see, you know what? I could take some from nature. I could take some from nurture and create that beautiful thing.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. It's just okay. You remind me of my own daughter, and she listened and she got it. She was 3 months old. I was 16 years old when I got pregnant with my baby, and I was one of them little girls that you probably wouldn't hang out with. But I was you, and I got the nurture, but the nature kept saying, "You're so beautiful, and you're just, oh my God, Tanji, you talk like X, Y, and Z, and you're so bubbly." And I fell for the okie doke. It wasn't that I wasn't getting the nurture; it was the nature. So for you to say, I had to take some from both. That's revelation. that's uncommon kind of wisdom. You understand? Yeah. That's not what you see in textbooks, because that was Nature versus Nurture is a textbook case. Yeah. You guys look that up for me. And then drop a line and talk to Tanji and tell me who literally discovered Nature versus Nurture. And speak on that. And I want to hear your, not opinion, but I want to hear your thoughts on that. All right? Okay. Now, the second business, and we're going to get to this uncommon business. Yes. The second business that you have is one that you saw me do cartwheels, and I normally don't do cartwheels in nobody's home. First of all, thank you for allowing me to come into your home. No I meant to have said that, because I don't want to ever take that lightly or for granted that you opened your home. Literally, we were scheduled to be here at 2:00. Yes. And I'm sure you had everything prepped that by 1:00 you're going to be doing this. Yes. And then by 1:30 you're going to be doing this, and they should be arriving, blah, blah, blah. And then you get a phone call that says, oops, change. Can you accommodate? You reminded me when there was this rabbi that sent some disciples, some friends, to get transportation. Yes. And he knew that if I send these two, they're going to do exactly what I need them to do. And I know they're going to do it because it ain't going to make sense. It's going to be uncommon for you to go tell somebody, give me your ass and your donkey. And bring it, because the master has used. Yeah. You reminded me of that parable and that wonderful book that I love. I just love it. I do. And there was a need, and you accommodated us in your home. You could have easily said, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. That's not the way I'm going to do it. Thank you, guys. But because of the nature and the nurture and the greater one that's in you. Speak on uncommon. Then we're going to get to the business. Yeah. We're going to jump. Uncommon. uncommon. What is uncommon about what you're doing now?
Okay. Well, based on my story of how I grew up and what I went through, the Lord said, you know what? I need you to have this community where young women who wants to be like you could come forth and be open about it and not be ashamed of wanting to practice purity, of wanting to become a better person, of wanting to probably have different businesses, open this ministry and allow them to come through. I'm like, but I'm so young. What am I supposed to do? I don't have any experience. What am I supposed to say? Right? But he has given me the experiences. He has given me the resources, and it was not supposed to be virtual, but he allowed it to be this way because I had to reach out to more young women, not just within my community, but for women out there. And surprisingly, it's called Uncommon Girl Ministry, but we should say Uncommon Women Ministry because the persons who are a part of this community, they're way older than I am.
Oh, wow.
They're not, I'm 27, I'll be 28, and they're
My daughter.
40s, they're in their 50s, they're way older than I am. And I'm like, wow, some even call me their spiritual mom, which is a lot, but it's all the Lord. I really cannot express or explain how everything is working out, but I'm just grateful that everything is working out in the way that he wants it to work out.
Ay, how dare you? I mean, you and this Anna with the spa will not allow me to just be. Wow, you spoke to my soul.
Wow.
And I hope that who's ever watching understands the soul of what she's doing. If you find yourself, you really need someone to be who you are. You have someone right here in the community. How about that? What a light. What a faith.
Mm-hmm.
So you start this uncommon ministry, and not once did you say anything about a denomination.
No.
So can a Buddhist someone who practices Buddha, can they come?
As long as a person is willing to become a disciple for Christ, that's what. So I'm not looking at if you're Pentecostal, if you're Adventist, if you're Catholic, but your sole purpose, because we have to come as one, is to serve Christ.
Did you hear that? Most people would have probably said, but when they come and they don't know what that purpose is just yet, but they come and you offer so much love and so much authority, and they're willing to learn, would they still be able to say, you know what, I want to be a part of this because you make me feel. People will always remember how you make them feel.
That's right.
They will.
Mm-hmm.
So you're operating in just what we like to call just pure love.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Now you're in the business and you're about to give something to someone that these businesses are in need of.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do what you do for businesses, or is it individuals or organizations? This is the second venture that you've launched, and the name of that venture.
Yes, the name of this business is called Armor Bearer Virtual Assistant. So I'm your helper to put on your armor to head on with your business. So that's what it came out as. And
did you see the way you did that?
So it's what I specialize in is social media management, administrative duties, small business consultation. I'm also a graphic designer and I plan events. So it's a lot within one small business, but I cater for mostly female entrepreneurs.
I'm so sorry. You did this. You know that, right?
Sorry.
It was
not my intention.
I'm at a loss of words. And
Wow.
normally that's real hard for me, right? I do this thing for a living.
Yeah.
But to find someone who is living, you are literally waking up every morning excited about getting ready for your day. Wow. So, social media branding. How can people reach out to you?
Mhm.
All right, because I've got some more questions.
Yeah.
But how can they reach out to you that are in need of virtual assistants? They're in need of social media branding
Mhm.
first.
Okay. I have a website.
Okay.
Yes. So it's Amabera.
Uh-huh.
You cannot miss it. AmaberaVA.com, and you could book your consultation on the website.
Uh-huh.
It's going to go via Calendly, and then we create a Zoom meeting. It automatically does everything. So once you go on there, you would get through. If you're not able to do so, because I know some people are not tech savvy,
For sure.
you could go on Instagram, on our Instagram page. You just shoot me up a message, and we will flow through from there.
All right. Abba. Spell that out, and hopefully they'll put it down.
Oh yes. So it's, I know it's a mouthful, so it's Amor, so ARMOR, virtual assistant.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And that's .com, .org,
.com.
.com. Very good.
Yeah.
That is so ingenious. What you just said, again, you floored me. The Calendly, just alone, being able to do those bookings like that is just, it's genius.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey. Now, Uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
You started it how long ago?
It will be 4 years in May, but it started before that. Wow. Yes, because I was doing it in person. I was in the ministry in person at my church.
Uh-huh.
And I wouldn't say ordained, but I was selected to be the youth leader of my church.
Okay.
Yes. And then from there, it ended up being birthed virtually. So that's why we have the 4 years.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And the objective here is?
Our objective is to provide opportunities for young women to showcase their talents, also for growth.
Right there.
Yes.
That word right there. That's powerful.
Actually, our entire, how would you call it, mission statement, the acronym is growth.
Why did I know that? Why did I know that?
The acronym is growth. So we're actually winning souls for Christ. We're harnessing talents and skills. We're providing opportunities for these young women. Most of all, we're providing a safe space so you could have a relationship or community where you could meet with other women with like minds.
Wow. I just want to say, whoa, Nelly. Have you just ever sat down in your beautiful office, by the way? I mean, it's so beautiful that I'm like,
thank
what?
you.
You're like, oh, I'm a girly girl.
Yes.
It's pink and white, and it's just, oh, it makes you feel good, like cotton candy, right? Have you ever sat down to just write what you're doing and how it ripples and it just keeps having that ripple effect? Have you ever just sat and wrote?
Yeah, I journal all the time.
Yes, tell me about your journaling. I got a little book called Journaling with Dr. Touch.
Oh, wow.
So what is your journaling like? Because it's important.
It turns out to be prayer journaling most of the part, where I'm just thankful. So I'm writing out my prayers. It's like we're having a conversation right now, and I'll be writing it out and thanking the Lord for his many blessings, where I was, how I've overcome challenges, where I am now, places I never thought that I've gone to, I've been. So it's amazing. Don't ever limit yourself. Just know that you are created for a greater purpose, and the Lord will allow you to experience the things that he has planned for you, the things he has ordained for your life.
Wow. Whoa, Nelly. I'm amazed by God's goodness and his grace. I'm equally just amazed that he would allow me to come all the way from Mississippi, right? By way of Texas. I went to med school and then Atlanta, where I finished up with didactics and had gone into our program. And I was thinking that was as good as it was going to get. You know, you're a medical doctor. You can deliver babies.
Yeah.
You're good, man, right? 6 figures, you're good. But when there's so much more that you want to do and you think outside of yourself, because we're servants. business.
Yes.
You know, I'm grateful for the title, but that's just the title. That's all it is. It is. It's a title that little brown girls oftentimes in Mississippi wouldn't go through those doors had they not been medical doctors. So I'm no fool. But to know that you're serving and you're fine with serving.
Yes.
But you're an entrepreneur. Sometimes we get stuck in the serving and forget that it's okay to have a life and have a career and open a business and grow your business exponentially. What would you say was a challenge for you to maybe get the mindset that, okay, it's okay for me to make money? Or was that ever a factor for you? Was it always just ministry and that's it?
No. I really always wanted to be an entrepreneur to make my own money because I like having nice things, as you saw.
Oh, yeah.
I like having nice things. And my mom has always told me that I should have something that's my own and at least be a help to my husband. I'm not married as yet. But she's always encouraging that, you know what, you cannot have your husband giving you everything. You need to contribute towards the household. You need to contribute to the affairs of the house. And you need to have something that's yours. So, you know, when things happen, you're like, okay, I have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
So she was a main drive so I could have my own businesses. But I always, I'm a lover of helping persons. I love to help.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be a nurse, but the Lord is like, no, that's not how I want you to help persons. And it's through ministry. And that's what I'm doing now. So I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Oh my God. See that you just hit me with the bad punch. I'm like deflated here. Wow. Thank God for your mother.
Yes.
Seriously. Mom, she's an entrepreneur?
Not as yet.
Not as
I've been
yet.
trying to persuade her, but she's like, no, I just want to be home. She works, but she does not want to venture out into being an entrepreneur. Not yet.
Not yet. You keep rubbing her, you know? It's like a pearl. You irritate her enough, you get a pearl. Wow. Okay. You're here. You're leading. You're guiding. You're teaching.
Yes.
You're making money. You're growing. What next? Can you even think of
There's
anything?
so many that I want to do. I want to travel for one. Yes. I want to see the different cultures, experiencing the food. I cannot wait to go to South Korea. I don't know when that will ever happen, but it's a dream. And one of the things that I actually want to accomplish is to have this facility where these young women could actually come in and probably provide some kind of housing right there so persons who are homeless could actually have something.
You're not going to do that to me. We'll be right back. You're not, nope. Stay tuned. Hey, it's your girl, Dr. Tanji, and whenever I get ready for a show, I use the Toy Day food. The Toy Day food is a proud sponsor of the Dr. Tanji Show and Talk to Tanji. This is Talk to Tanji. I'm from a little town called Columbus, Mississippi, and I've come all the way here to show you exactly how you can live abundantly. Fear is nothing. You hear me? You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm your girl, Talk to Tanji. We're going to do life together. All right, we're back. I'm your friend Tanji. This is Talk to Tanji, and we are literally sitting in the home of an amazing entrepreneur, non-profiter, leader, Miss Kimberly Findlay, or Kimmy.
Yes.
She said her friends call her Kimmy. I'm going to call you Kimmy,
Kimmy.
all right? Until you tell me, you're my friend. Listen, you doing what you're doing in the marketplace, that's uncommon. You know that, right? Well, you just got a new client. I mean, you just heard me. She's my girl, my lady. So, I'm yours, and I need help. Uncommon girls is what? I know what you want to, or what you're providing for them, but what makes them uncommon? Is it what they're going through right now, if it's something detrimental, or is it what you see in them and know that they can be with proper guidance or what have you? Uncommon.
It's mostly the latter part of what you said. It's persons who probably have lost everything, or they're at risk, and they're like, you know what, I feel like giving up. But the uncommon thing is about it, you have a support. You have a mom. Put it like that. You have a mom to go to.
Yeah.
And that could show you love, could support you, and you could depend on. So I believe that's the uncommon part about it. And again, it's a young person behind it, helping women of age to overcome their challenges.
Oh my gosh. Dabba dabba do. That's my way of saying, wow, you just when I think I know you, right? So you've got this community.
Yeah.
You're already making me feel like I can do anything, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely. You're never too old to be inspired. Don't think just because you're doing what you're doing so very nicely, and that you can't receive. I think the biggest misconception of a successful person is what they're wearing or what they got.
Yeah.
Success is being exactly where you're supposed to be, that he sent you to do.
Yes.
And is measured in what you could have done and what you're doing.
Yes.
If you know that you should be light years ahead, then get busy.
Yeah.
That's success. How do you not take into consideration, or do you? Do you ever like, I'm doing pretty good. I could, I'll just kind of take off and have a sabbatical. Who takes care of you with you taking care of so many and so much?
I don't have someone taking care of me, but I have a wonderful family who supports me in everything that I do. And they're always there for me when I need them the most. And I'm not somebody who likes to stay idle. Yeah. So I always want to be working. Yeah. I always want to do something new or look at something that I know I'm weak at and strengthen on it. So I'm never just laid back, it's okay, I've arrived. No, I've not arrived. There's so many destinations to go to that I don't think like just sitting around will bring me to the places that I have to be. No, so I always want to be working and improving on myself.
You talk as if I'm reading a book, a chapter in my life. I've got a book that's coming out called How Did I Get Here? And I've been working on this book for 20 plus years, but I swear to you, it's going to be one of the best. New York Times seller.
I agree.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I feel light when I'm around you. Wow. I feel like, wow, okay. I may have been fractured in that area, but that's not where I have to stay, right? Yes. That's what you're giving to these women and these beautiful young girls. Yes. You're helping them pick up those pieces. You said something before we go. All right. You said, my mom said, I have to have something of my own so I can be a help. I need to help my husband. I'm not married, but that principle right there tells me that you're not just going to, and I'm going to pry a little bit. So just tell me, girl, get out of there. It tells me that you're not just going to settle for someone who says, oh, wow, you're so beautiful and you're so smart. And what is it that would make you say, oh, okay, you who my mama was talking about?
Well, I believe he needs to be a leader as well.
All right.
He cannot follow where there's no leadership. right? You can't follow
Okay.
where there's no leadership. And he needs to know what he's about. Like, he needs to have a vision, he needs to have a good mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rest.
Oh, no. Ellipse.
Yes.
Wow.
To be continued.
All right. How can people find you? Uncommon Ministry, the virtual assistant.
Yes.
I need them to get it all.
Just follow me on Instagram at Kimberly Findlay or Kim_and possible. And definitely everything is on there. So you'll see my ministry page is on there. My businesses are on there as well. It's one platform. Will link you to the different platforms.
Wow. Oh boy. I am so happy to be in your presence.
I'm happy to you that you're here.
Thank you. Really?
Yes.
What makes you happy that I'm here?
I love how positive that you are, and then you carry so much, you exude so much. So it's
Wow.
amazing. I was not expecting this kind of energy. I thought it would just be like, we come on here and we speak and we go, but it's so much more. I've learned quite a bit from you.
Oh,
so
don't
far.
please. I swear to you, I just put it back on. I swear.
Sorry.
I am so moved that our daddy would
Yes.
entrust me with time. It's something that I cannot create. It is something that we have, and we want to make the best of it. We don't know how much of it we have, so we don't want to spend our time crying or feeling sad or, that person hurt me or that person left me.
Yeah.
And, take a breather and just be grateful that you were able to take a breather. So I'll say this to you as we get ready to go. For you to open up your home. I've said it once and I'll say it 1,000 times. This is your castle. This is your safe haven.
Yeah.
This is when the world is so ugly and nasty and they say vile things and want to cancel culture. This is the place that you get to say, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Give me 3 adjectives for home. And then we're about to go. 3. Or adverb. What does home mean to you? 3 things.
Love.
Yes.
Comfort.
Yes.
And lots of joy.
Whoa, Nelly. I can't make this stuff up. Listen, thank you so, so very much. You. Yeah, you. Thank you for allowing me to live one of the best dreams that I have ever lived before. It's not about the title. I like the dress and the pearls, but it's not about that. It's about making certain that you know that I love you. I have the spirit of love, and I know how because Christ, my big brother, teaches me. I pray that you have an amazing evening as you begin to rest tonight. Thank you for every time I was at the grocery store and you said, hey, Dr. Taji. Thank you for every smile, every hug. Even when you ran behind me in the grocery store and I didn't know that you were there. It's okay. Until next Thursday, I'm your friend. And I know what that word means. Thank you for letting me into your home. All right. We're going to have fun together. I promise you. I love you, lady.
Oh,
thank you.
Too. And thank you.
Can I hug you?
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye.